What's up, guys? What a fucking day. Green Bay Packers break their 4 game losing streak against the Los Angeles Rams with a 20-3 victory at noon today. And boy, let me tell you, I feel fucking fantastic. I said week one that there is no better feeling, waking up on Sunday knowing that your football team's going to play and getting a victory is just like I feel fucking great. I feel like $1,000,000 afterwards. Now, was it a perfect game? Absolutely not. But going into this week after last week's loss, I was doom and gloom all week long. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was just absolute shit. And I just. But you know what? You start to build up your hopes again. You're like, by Thursday and Friday and Saturday, you're like, all right, yep, let's get this dub. And then today, this morning hit, and I was just like, I saw the news that Matthew Stafford wasn't going to be playing, and I'm like, this is an absolute must-win game. You have to win this game. You're going into your toughest 4 game stretch after this one. You're on a 4 game losing streak. You absolutely needed this one. And, man, it just feels great. Let me start off by saying my positives. And because I can imagine these next 4 weeks are just going to be absolutely dreadful. But so my positives are the defense. Oh my gosh, say what you will, but Joe Barry, and yes, I'll say it not so high, but because they're going against a guy named Brett Ripon. I don't even know if I said that right, and not Matthew Stafford. But it was such a great defensive clinic today, holding them to just 3 points. And what my absolute positives were all the young guys, every single first, second, third year guy, all made big plays today. Your first round pick this year, Lucas Van Ness, got a tackle for loss, which was really nice. He was, running around the field, making plays. Your 6th round pick from Bowling Green, Carl Brooks, putting a lot of pressure on their offensive line, making tackles for loss, just absolutely being a problem, which is nice to see from a 6th round pick. You got Carrington Valentine, a 7th round pick. Packers just traded away Russell Douglas on Tuesday to the Buffalo Bills. And so you have 7th-round pick from Kentucky, Carrington Valentine, coming in, who's a rookie. And, these wide receivers for the Rams, tough group, Tutu Atwell, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. It's gonna be a field day, trying to cover those guys. And it was just really nice to see him give the energy, after every breakup that he would have. He would just come out with a lot of energy, kind of like Rasul, and it's just nice to see a guy spark up the team and give the defense some energy, stopping plays in the air. It was just he's got that certain swagger that you like to have for your cornerback. I think Jair had an okay game. I think he played better in the second half, but I think I'm one of the few that's still questioning. I've seen the level he's played at. At the start of his career. I need, like he says all the time, that's the standard now. When he plays at a high level, that's the standard. And when you're just you're letting and I'll be a very good rookie receiver, Puka Nacua, just giving him a field day, at times in the first half. It's just you're an all pro level player. You should be capitalizing on a rookie, but give them credit too, because they get paid to play too. But the defense played absolutely great. Isaiah McDuffie, linebacker, I believe his 6th or 7th round pick last year, from Boston College, who had a sub in for Quay Walker today because he was a late injury replacement during the week, so he was going to be out today. But he played outstanding, had a couple tackles for losses, just played with a lot of energy that you just really like to see. Played fast, was a good compliment with Devondre Campbell, who had a good day himself. Another guy, I believe he's a seventh round rookie too in this year's draft from Iowa State, who came in for Rudy Ford. Anthony Johnson Jr. He played absolutely fantastic. He was really like an underrated guy in my opinion that could make an impact before the season started. I thought he would maybe by the end of the year like fill in at safety role. But it was really nice to see him make some plays today. Like he got an interception today. It was mostly for a big assist from Jair causing problems, and then he caught the final interception, and it was just really nice to see him making a play. This whole defense just caused a lot of havoc. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Kobe Wooden, Devontae Wyatt. The D line really played really effective football today. Rashawn Gary, who just got paid earlier this week, did have an offsides today, but you just like to see him. You love seeing him play fast. Like he was just in on every play. Circling to the ball, and it was just. I just love to see it. Defense played great. Really, and yeah, it would have been nice to like see him do this to Matthew Stafford, but that's the NFL. But defense played great. Switching now to offense. So by no means was a perfect game, but I thought it was a step in the right direction. Just would really love to see them get going on offense in the first half. Only getting 7 points, against this Rams defense. But it was nice to see Aaron Jones get the ball. Matt LaFleur said before during the week that he's just going to let the chains go on Aaron Jones and give him the ball because, he's just such a he's what gets your engine going on offense. He's just a dynamic player, and I believe he got 20 touches, at least just running the football, and it was so nice to see, 5-6 yard gains, rather than the 2-3 yard, gains on the rushing attempts, and even, another great thing that added to that was A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is not a guy you want as your running back one, like leading your team as the running back. But he is such a great complement to Aaron Jones. Like, he's a great number 2 guy, maybe top 2 or 3 number 2 guy in the league. Like, he's just such a nice, a nice different play style that Green Bay can use. And then you can, get the defense thinking, and it's really nice to see him going too. No receivers had, big stat lines for yards, but I don't think we're going to be seeing that a lot this year. I don't think you're going to be seeing the 120 yard, receiving yards for this team. Right now, I think, if they can get if a guy can get 60 to 70 yards on, during the game, that's pretty good, just not, they're just still trying to find their footing on this offense. But it was nice to see Romeo had 3 great catches today, on third downs. And it was just, Christian Watson, I said last week, these receivers really, Jordan Love's not playing great ball right now. But you know what, these receivers, had 6, 7, 8 drops last week. How about we make a play for, Jordan Love and give this kid some confidence? And Christian Watson, made that game-sealing, 30-yard bomb catch that, helped seal it. Now, it's really frustrating that I swear anytime that dude, makes a big play, he's fucking injured, but it's just, the dude cannot stay healthy, and that's the frustrating aspect. But it was nice to see him jump, go for the ball while it's in the air, and make a play for your quarterback. Offensive line, let me tell you, the center, Josh Myers, was talking about him last week. With talking about everything with how Green Bay passed. Drafted uh, Myers, and next pick Creed Humphrey was drafted by the Chiefs, and now he's an All Pro guy. And so I was kind of shitting on Josh Myers, but man, he played an absolute fucking great game today, and it was so nice to see because he was just making great blocks, getting to the second level, chipping guys, and just getting a lot of penetration for the run games that get them going. It was nice to see Yash Nyman start the game today over Rasheed Walker. It needed to be done. It should have been done. He should have been playing week one. Unfortunately, he got injured during the game, and Rasheed Walker came in. Rasheed Walker, to his credit, finished off the game really well, which was nice to see. But man, it was just so nice to see the offensive line, just doing their thing. It just, it's so crazy because the week before, every single guy is like making the wrong move on plays, and then this week they were just like on executing on their plays, and so it makes me think like it's nice to see that the coaches are like really emphasizing everything, and you know getting their point across that these guys need to be better and do your 111th, and it was nice to see that there was improvements this week. As for Jordan Love, it was really, really nice to see his completion percentage go up. He was like in the low 60s, something like that, this year. And I don't have the stats right in front of me, but I want to say he was like, it was like 18 for 25, something along those lines. So it was nice to see his percentage go up. I would really like to see him get going. If it's Matt or if it's whatever it is to, because I swear every game he's like going into half and he's like on 50 yards. It's like that you just want to see this offense execute, but finished off really strong. Um, the last touchdown to Luke Musgrave, who had a great game himself and got his first career touchdown. It was like picture perfect Matt LaFleur play call. Like, Jordan snaps the ball, fakes the screen to the left, fakes the screen to the right, and then kind of separates the defense and then leaves the tight end Luke Musgrave wide open in the middle. It was just beautiful play calling that you would love to see Matt do more, like in what he was doing with Aaron. And I just would like to see Matt. Now, before I say what I'm going to say, do I think Jordan Love has great accuracy on the deep balls? No, I don't think he does right now. I think he could get better. He had a deep ball that was underthrown. Christian Watson completely had two steps on his guy wide open. Jordan underthrew it, and it was just, you're hoping that wasn't going to bite your team in the ass, but it was nice to but anyways, it was you never know if like Matt LaFleur like doesn't open up his playbook because he just wants to do nice easy throws, get him going, but sometimes you just need to let the chains off on the kid and just like you gotta let him throw. You can't play this fucking pity patter game. You can to an extent, but to really know if he's the guy going forward, he needs to make those explosion plays because on offense, at times, getting first downs and moving the chains is like it's a battle to the end just to get 10 yards and move the chains. That's why those explosion plays are so nice for offenses because like it just it puts them it puts your team in their territory, and then it just kind of creates a whole different defensive scheme. But I liked what I saw on offense. I thought it was Jordan's better game. I think it was like his second or first best game of the year, but he's by no means a finished product. I love the way how he runs with his legs. He's doing a great job. Um, Getting away from defenders and running for those first downs on third down. But I just I think a lot of these guys that he's throwing to are just young right now, and you got. I mean, let's just start naming off the receiving core. You got, my opinion, wide receiver run Romeo Dobbs, second year guy, who was a 5th round pick last year. Christian Watson, who was a 2nd round pick last year. Um, Wide receiver 3, Jaden Reed, 2nd round pick this year. Um, 4, Dontavian Wicks, a 4th or 5th round pick, I can't remember, this year. Like, this is like the youngest wide receivers group in the past 25 years. You don't have a Devontae Adams. You don't have a Cooper Kupp. So these guys are going to be making mistakes too. And let me not forget, they have a rookie tight end that they're throwing to. Like, this is such a young team. So that's why it's almost not like those wins means so much more than maybe other wins in other years, because like it's so nice to see your young guys like beating these veteran guys in the NFL. But with all the highs of the highs, you're gonna get the lows of the lows, because you're gonna have a lot of mistakes from these young guys. 100%. Dontavian Wicks, trying to make a play. He caught the ball, trying to make a play, reach out for the first down, fumbles the ball, gives the ball back to the Rams. A team like the Chiefs are going to capitalize it. So it's just, we're really dependent on these coaches, like, having these guys watch the film and just correcting their mistakes. Because if these guys can make mistake-free football, I guess like any team, they're going to be very, very good in the long run. But I'm excited what's to come, and these next 4 games are going to be tough. But next week you're going into Pittsburgh. It's going to be fun. So I'm preparing for the worst, but I'm living life today. So see you next week.